Hello again, YouTube. It is 1:06 p.m. Thursday, September 5th, 2024, day 3 of being a pedestrian. And according to this robot that I'm in, oh yes, I'm riding a Waymo. See, it's driving itself. Nobody in the driver's seat. My drop-off will be in about 20 minutes at 1:26 p.m. Yeah, it sucks spending this much money to get to a low-paying job, but in the grand scheme of things, I'll be making some money today. And I wasn't expecting to make any money today because I didn't have any shifts booked. And I was working on building my schedule on Shiftsmart. And now I have to be super cautious which shifts I book. I have to make sure that they're close enough that I can get from store to store to store via bus in the time between the shifts, which takes some careful scheduling. I can't just grab, two stores that are like, yeah, they're kind of close. It's a lot more difficult, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm lining up stores that work. So what's going on right now is maybe 10, 12 minutes ago, I refreshed the app, and mostly I was scheduling stuff for next Thursday because I got a solid schedule for Wednesday. Solid schedule meaning 2 stores. Trying to make 3 stores work with public transportation is apparently asking too much. But I think if I can work 2 stores a day, I'll be all right paying my bills. I don't know about getting ahead enough to buy myself a new car, but at least I can make ends meet until some better opportunity presents itself to me. Anyway, I'm trying to pull up my schedule on the Moto. I feel like the robot car did a better job of negotiating that left-hand turn than half the people I know. So today, September 5th, I love how it comes up, it says no shift scheduled, and it takes a while for it to populate sometimes. Okay, 507 West Broadway, and that's a store I've worked at least twice before. It's on Broadway in Tempe, just a little bit east of Roosevelt Street, very close to where my old apartment was. Yeah, popped up from 2 to 5 as a cooler refresh. Cooler refresh is by far my favorite thing to do. 3-hour shift, so we're looking at roughly, it's only $14.35 an hour, but we're looking at roughly $43. And on those, I always seem to get an extra half hour on them, so a little bit more money. I'm looking about $50, which granted isn't much, especially when you consider what this ride in the robot is costing me. Which, by the way, I'm not taking the robot all the way to the job, because I can't afford that. I'm trying to make this as low budget as possible. I'm taking the robot to a bus that'll get me to work on time, because there's no way I could have went from my place to that Circle K via bus in an hour. It wasn't happening at all. Anyway, this ride to the address it picked out for me when I tapped on the screen is 4252 South 48th Street. So basically 48th Street and Broadway. It's costing me $17.21. So making roughly 50, spending roughly 20. That's $30 in my pocket. That's an ouch, but at least it's $30 in my pocket. It's profit, so I'm gonna take it. And I feel better working 3 hours in a Circle K cooler than I do sitting at home being depressed because I don't have transportation to go to a job. So, and I get to ride this lovely self-driving car, so that's fun. And I'm sure I've shown this in videos before, but hey, let's show it again. There in that screen, you can see a representation of what the car sees. You can see the car off to our right. So it knows it's there, and it's adjusting its speed accordingly. Looks like it was making a conscious effort not to be in that vehicle's blind spot, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, once I get to the location, I am going to need to catch a bus. So let me check my Valley Metro bus app click on the plan button. Now I'm almost wishing I'd have sat in the back so I can see my screen on my phone a little bit better, because it's hard to see. It's just I should click back on the Waymo app. That's the screen I was looking at with trip details. Shows some of the options and where I'm going to. Yeah, if I swipe that down, it shows the route it's taking. So I'm a little surprised by the route it's taking, to be honest. I figured it would go just straight down. Honestly, thought it would cut over and take the 143 right to where it ends, but no, it's going to do 44th Street all the way to University by Rob Shop to 40th Street to Broadway, and then Broadway to 48th. So curious if I'll save a little bit of money if I hit pull over when we hit Broadway. That I don't know. Robot did a pretty good job of dealing with that little shuttle bus that cut us off. And I'm sure the shuttle bus knows this is a robot vehicle and is probably taking extra chances cutting it off like that. It wouldn't surprise me. That did seem like that was kind of close, the way he turned in front of us. Anyway, I'm trying to see how long to be waiting for a bus when I get to Broadway. Now, as I recall, the buses on that section of Broadway run like every 15 minutes, so I should be okay. Hard to hold my phone to shoot video and operate the other phone to work the bus. Okay, Broadway. I tried to zoom in and now I'm not sure where I'm at. Okay, there's Priest, there's Broadway. That's interesting. It looks like due to the construction, they've eliminated the bus stop heading eastbound at 48th Street. So yeah, 48th and Broadway, that's a crappy location not to have a bus stop. At 48th and Broadway, and you're trying to get on a bus, you've actually got to walk way over here to 46th Place. Well, that's crappy. Yeah, I'm probably going to hit the pull over button as soon as we get on Broadway and see how that works. It's showing a bus at 1:38 and one at 2:08. Now my goal is to get there by 2 o'clock, at least be clocked in by 2:10, and I should have no problem catching the 1:38 bus. Because we're getting awfully close, and it's only 1:16. And when I catch the bus there at 1:38, and it shows it is running late, showing all the text in the red, that means the bus is running late. Scroll that up. Get to the bus stops, and oh, this is fabulous. For some reason, it keeps refreshing, and it doesn't allow me to scroll up to the bus stops that I'm riding at. The Priest at wow, god damn it, that's a hell of a glitch. It's not allowing me to see it. It's scrolling at like 30th Street, 34th Street, 40th Street. When I get up to Tempe stops, it just does this refresh, and then it bounces them back to the top of the list, so I can't see what time it's going to get to my destination. Oh, that's so annoying. Roosevelt, 1:53 p.m. Okay, it's going to make it there on time. Who the hell is calling me right now? That was Christian from Mark Kia. Like, yeah, money's gotten worse. Life has gotten worse. Things have gotten difficult. I'm in a robot car. By the way, your emails don't work. Told me, he's reached out to me by email twice. Well, looking at that just reminded me of the 2 times I tried to take a Waymo to Rob, and it just stopped right there, obstructing traffic on 40th Street in what pretty much anybody would consider a no stopping zone. I mean, there's a bus stop there, but buses are giant things with flashing lights that kind of are entitled to stop at bus stops, but this is just considered a regular car. Anyway, I better cut this off, sorry, because I need to realize where it's stopping. I'm not going to have a bus stop available. I need to be ready to push stop the pull. Actually, oh, I'm having a bad phone day too. Yesterday, somehow in my pocket, Obama phone 5 got into that weird text to speech only mode where I can't unlock my phone. When I try to unlock my phone, it's talking to me, but it's doing it so quietly I can't really hear it. It just sounds like gibberish. And when I try to key in my PIN to get into the car, or get into the phone, it just speeds up or reduces the speed of the speech. It's annoying. And somehow between last night, now I like this. The car is actually smart enough not to block the intersection. So many Arizona drivers would have just pulled right up on the ass of that Chevy pickup truck and blocked the intersection there at Raymond. And then, of course, the light could change and people on Raymond wouldn't be able to go forward because the vehicle would be stopped blocking the intersection. So nice to see that the Waymo AI is smart enough to make an effort not to do that. That's nice. Yeah, so I don't have Obama phone 5 with me somewhere between last night, and I powered it off on the way home. I took the bus home from the Circle K yesterday. I didn't shoot any video because my iPhone was just about dead by the end of the shift, and it's just about dead now. I've been watching YouTube videos this morning and dozing off in bed, so hopefully somebody has an iPhone charger at the store and can charge it up for me. Crossing my fingers for that. So I got home, I asked Priscilla if she could remember how she got my phone out of that mode, and she absolutely couldn't. I could tell from the responses she was giving me. Because it had something to do with pushing buttons on the outside of the phone. Because there's no way to do jack shit with that screen. And she's saying blah, 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 go to settings. I'm like, yeah, there's no getting to settings. I can't get to settings. All I can get is the speech and change the rate of the speech. She's like, well, last time you were here and I had the phone in my hand. I'm like, yes. So I don't know. But all I know is after I booked this shift, I reached around and I couldn't find the damn thing. I'm sure Nugget just knocked the damn thing under my bed or whatever. But with the Waymo on its way within 7 minutes, I didn't have time to find it. I do have Vanessa's old iPhone 11 with me, which I've made progress with it. I do have the screen replaced. I've got it in an OtterBox. The clear case that I wanted to put it in just absolutely didn't fit, and I brought it back to the iPhone repair store there off Bethany, 16th Street in Bethany, and the guy tried to put it in and he's like, yeah, this doesn't fit, that's weird. And the only case that he had, which was a $10 extra price difference that I had to pay, was an OtterBox, which was way more case than I wanted to get, but I just wanted to make sure I left out of there with a case. I mean, he offered to give me a $10 refund on the case, and maybe I should have went that route, but I just wanted to get that thing in the case so it didn't have that busted back glass cutting me. That's what I got. It's in an OtterBox, so it's very bulky. Oh, we're stuck behind a guy turning left into Burger King. I do think a non-AI driven car would have done like those two vehicles there did and gone around this guy, but Waymo driver doesn't seem to comprehend what this guy is doing. Trying to turn left into the Burger King. Not a big deal. I mean, you can see from the two people that went ahead of that guy, they're both sitting at the red light as well. So we'd have otherwise been sitting where that GLS van is as opposed to here, which is, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal because we're all going to get this green left arrow to turn left. At which point, I will be hitting pull over button on the screen, and hopefully it pulls over very soon to the right and I'm able to transfer over to that bus stop. Now, I don't know if it's going to give me a little bit of a discount since I'm going a mile less. Probably not. Either way, I don't care. It's not even about that money. It's about the fact that where I scheduled myself to get dropped off due to construction, there's no bus stop for the eastbound Broadway bus. I think that's the Route 45. I don't use the Broadway bus enough to really know. Alright, we're going around the corner, so I'm going to hit pull over and end your ride. Yes, end ride.
Looking for a good spot to pull over.
Oh, what are you doing? Why are you stopping here? Why are you stopping right here? Oh, this is bad. This is not a good place to stop, car. You should get into the left turn lane. I'm surprised it didn't try to pull over to the right. Seems weird to me that it went to the left, but all right. This is a good, safe place to pull over right here, man. Robot, car, thing. All in all, that was good.
You're here.
I'm here.
Make sure it's clear before exiting.
Got that. Thank you. Thank you, robot. Overall, that was a pretty damn cool experience. I feel like I'm seriously living in the future every time I take one of those Waymo cars. Oh, shit, I haven't even got my shoes tied yet. Hey, look, there's another Waymo right there on Broadway. And am I going to be able to cross right here? Probably not. Nope. Hey, kind of wild. I'm right back at the Circle K that I inadvertently went to 2 days ago. I had to get to that bus stop right there. I am going to be able to do a little jaywalking to get to it quicker. Bump. Oh, awesome. I just jaywalked in front of my own Waymo. Oh, good times. Glad it didn't hit me. All right, well, I'm here. Let's see how long I got for the bus.